Actually, I'm a communist, though in a capitalist country. But thank you for recognizing me. Today, I was just coming to listen to the way the debates are going. Nimekutana na mambo ya Matiang'i, mambo ya Magara, some tribal politics also was happening around. So to be in the Bunge is a pleasure because I'm also a debater in the Bunge. But I wanted to say a few things before probably I sit down to listen, but I would like to listen more. The first thing is today we are in Bunge, but our comrades are in jail. Today we are in Bunge, but some of our comrades are dead. So that means could have been here today to listen to us, but they left their homes, came here to demonstrate, to protest, and they were murdered by the state. So today, as we stand here to debate without them, we must continue to remember the martyrs of the people who have died before us. Because tomorrow, we can live with you and go to the street. But when we go back home, we are not together and we will never see each other again. So there are comrades that we were with here in Moy Avenue, we were with them in Kenyatta Avenue, calling on this government to listen to us. They are not there with us. So for those comrades that are also here, we can say that even you, when you die in this process, at least we can say that we will never forget you. Viva to the martyrs, viva. Viva to Alex Masai, viva. So I think also today, I just wanted to say that there have been martyrs seeing several fights. Since the fight for independence, there were martyrs. People died. They went to the street and died. During the fight against dictator Moi, some people are died, some people are tortured, some people are exiled. And during the fight for now, the Constitutional Order 2010, there were lecturers, intellectuals murdered. There were many heroes in this street, poor people that got out of Kaloleni, Kawangware, Kibera, and came here and did not go back to their houses. Now we have Constitution 2010 that actually allows us to oppose this dictator in power. But some people died fighting for it. So today, I wanted to just remind you that let us carry the banner of anybody else who have died fighting for this democratic space. Because we will never be able to pay for their lives except for us to be willing to donate ourselves again to be martyred. This is what the oppressor needs to know. Because sometimes I hear President William Samoei Ruto saying that he will kill, he will shoot people on the legs. And the idea of him saying that is to discourage people from coming to the street, to discourage fighters, to think that to die of hunger at home is more pleasurable than dying from a bullet. President William Samoei Ruto must know that people are coming to the street because they are already dying at home. So there will be no police brutality or abductions or repression that will actually discourage the poor, suffering majority of the Kenyan people to come to the streets. They will come to the streets. The only thing that Murkomens have to know, that when you start to kill people by bullets in the street, it will be a Mau Mau moment. The white settlers killed the innocent black African population. It took Mau Mau to go to the bush and confront the same colonial government with the arms. If this government continue to kill people in the street, it will produce a new negation in the street. The people will say, we are going to the street saying we are non-violent and you are killing us. So we are not going to the street anymore to die. So the state helps to describe how they want us to resist it. If President William Samoei Ruto wants us to resist him through peaceful means, he must abide by the constitution. He must not kill the protesters. Then all of us must go to the street peaceful, with only armed with our phones, a Kenyan flag, and probably write, we do not want to die of hunger. But any analysis by this government to go rogue and go to the Moi era to start liquidating, exterminating, kuua watu hadharani, it will bring the most horrific effect. In fact, it will even accelerate Ruto's going home very fast. So the other people that we must also bunge power, bunge power. The other group of people, comrades, was so the last thing, the second thing I wanted to say is another group of people that we must also remember today. You know, when the police arrest you as a protester, they always take us to court. Once they take us to court, there is always people released to release 500 shillings or clean the police station or sweep the police post. So there is no penal code of conduct that actually the police can use to prosecute innocent, peaceful protesters. But now we have seen that President William Samoei Ruto has weaponized protesting by use of the judiciary to make sure that our comrades arrested in the streets are now being charged with arson, terrorism, robbery with violence. This is not something that Ruto is not reading from the textbooks. It is meant to discipline young people coming to the street. That when you come to the street as an innocent protester, you will be taken to court and you will be charged with terrorism. Now, once you're charged with terrorism, the first demand that the prosecution asks is that he wants custodial orders to be extended. The police want to punish you unheard for 30 days. This is what is happening to our comrades. When you go at Kibera Law Court, Comrade Generali, 200,000. Yesterday, when we saw in Thika, people are being given another 100,000, an additional 300,000 as a bond. So that means the anti-terrorist police unit is being used politically to settle political scores and to put trump-up charges against innocent people. The message that Ruto is trying to send to the Kenyan people, I want to break your spirit. Don't come to the street. If I don't murder you in the street, I will make sure you, even if the judge protects you, but I will make sure you also take some time in jail. Those comrades that today are at our industrial area, they are not guilty comrades. Those comrades are only there. They did not burn anything. They did not kill anyone. We know here, when we were here at Moi Avenue, the police, armed police, were working alongside armed criminals. This is what is there. The police knows the CCTV. The police knows who was burning what. The police knows everybody who stole. We even saw the police sharing spoils of theft. One police being given a phone by a thug. So to arrest the thugs, the police know the thugs. But you must also know that the police fear this constitution, because once they kill, they will be held personally responsible. I think for some of us who always go to Milimani Law Court, now you can see Murangiri, the one who killed Alex Masai. He is there alone with his family. In fact, sometimes he even looks at the photo and is surprised that is him. So what does the government do if the police does not want to kill people? The government hires extremely poor Kenyans to be armed with crude weapons to attack other Kenyans. This is fascism. And this is what the state is doing now, where you have a brother, a poor brother, killing another poor brother. So we just want to say that anytime we get comrades, let's get time. There are people at Industrial Area Police Station. Kesho tutakuwa huko. Tuwatembelee na tuwapee motisha, nguvu. Kwa sababu niliona wengine wanalia sana. Unalia sana sasa kwa mwana mapinduzi, unalia nini? You are crying while you're already crying home. If the police puts you in jail, it can only radicalize you to defend your country. There is no losing faith. Even when you die, know that the fight for a fair and a just Kenya will continue upon your remains. This is what could keep us actually going. As I wind up, the last one. The last one is, what is the problem? Because now, you know, Kenyan people are looking for solutions. No. Wanakaa mahali wanasema Maraga, wanakaa mahali, kuna mwingine hata karibu anigonge hapa anasema, mbona wewe unasema Matiang'i ni muuaji? Kwani mtu ajui yeye ni muuaji? The Kenyan problem is not the individual. Tomorrow, comrades, we will remove Ruto. We take Matiang'i or Maraga or anywhere else. Kenya, we need active citizenry to say that if we have Buka as the president, there is a place Buka must not pass. If you pass, you have to resign. So the idea is not even at the top. We need to mobilize the Kenyan people to know that if you are the head of state and people have been killed in the street, you have no business. So let nobody come and say, I am the savior. Savior for who? We don't need a Jesus. We don't. The idea is that people must rise up. It must be known that President William Samoei Ruto woke up, killed people. He did not finish his term. President Samoei Ruto mismanaged the economy. People died of hunger. His minister stole money for medicine and people died of cancer. He committed a genocide. That person cannot lead us. So it therefore means that active citizens mean everybody must know the limits of its government. And we must be able to rise up, even to a question of sacrificing our own life, to defend the rights of the people that have been abused. This is the solution. And everybody going to the United States, I see some going to the United States, Brussels, London, those are colonial empires. They will not help us. Who gives money to these people? All these politicians, sometimes I hear them dealing with activists on behalf of the people who have given them money. So for us who are the Kenyan, we are fighting for a free, liberated, independent, sovereign Kenya. Kenya for Kenyans. Let us fight here with our petty nationalities, Luos and Kikuyus. But don't come here and tell us that now we have to fight for the interest of foreign masters. On tribalism, and very finally, there is nothing like that. Nothing like tribalism in this country. Tribalism is that our cultures have totally developed. We have Luo food, we have Kalenjin food. But the poor Kalenjin and the poor Luo eats the same. The only thing, even if you are a Kalenjin and you are a mechanic, and you are a Luo that you are a mechanic, you don't own a car. You only repair the rich people's car. So the main contradiction is what Ruto told us. The hustler versus dynasty. The rich in these countries are mobilizing people tribally to survive in power. They are under threat. That is why every time Wamunyoro goes there, he talks about cousins. Every time Raila goes to the Luo Nyanza, he tells the Luo Nyanza people it is the first time that a Luo is managing money in this economy. That is the first time that Mbadi is paying you. All of this tribal mobilization taking place, it will only set one tribe to kill the other. Unfortunately, the people will be killing each other, the poor people. The rich people are only doing cheers and exchanging contracts. They are doing handshakes after death on the grave of our comrades. There is no room for tribalism. If you are advancing politics of tribalism, up to you. But at the very end of it, one tribe will start killing each other after the other tribe says that the 2027 elections are rigged. Then after that, the elites from various tribes will emerge from their comforts in Karen and shake hands and say, now let there be peace. Who will raise the dead people that have died in useless tribal wars? Thank you very much.